Dragons fans, Brad Eaton from the Dirt Podcast joining you again from the playing field here at Dayton Ballpark. We're getting ready to take another lap around the horn. Today we're joined by Dragons outfielder Jay Allen II. Jay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us, man. Nice
Great
to
to
see
be
you.
here. It's great to be here.
Let's take a walk.
Yes,
I would say take a run, but I think you would crush me in any kind of a race, right? Speedster. So tell me about your season, right? It hasn't been the easiest of seasons for you, but how's things been going for you?
It's been going good. I've been trying to stay as close to God as I can. Just putting it in His hands. It's just never really had to deal with such injuries like this before.
Yeah.
But it always makes you tougher as a person. So glad I can go through this adversity now rather than 5 years from now when I'm trying to continue my career in the big leagues. So
right, I mean, you're trying to get towards the Hall of Fame. You don't want to get injured. So
exactly.
I mean, you've never had to deal with injuries before, like we were kind of talking about off camera, right? Junior high, high school, all the way up to now. Like, what's that like when it first happens? Like, is that kind of a mind-spinning moment? Like, how have you handled that?
It's a little mind-spinning at first. You just kind of look back to see kind of what was going on in the situation, what could you do to prevent it. But then at the end of the day, you get put in these situations for a reason, to come out of them, prosper, and all that stuff. So you kind of just take a look in the mirror and kind of reset yourself and see what you can work on outside of baseball and what you can get better on the field.
There's a heck of a lot of learning going on in minor league baseball, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
So your background coming out of high school, you were a three-sport athlete, not just your average three-sport athlete. You were outstanding at three different sports, two of which you could have probably clearly gone and played at the collegiate level or maybe past that. How does that help you? Because I feel like nowadays we see a lot of people specializing, right? You were different in that aspect. Was that because you wanted to? Is that because you had to? Like, tell me about your background with playing so many different sports and why you ultimately went to baseball. Right?
It was definitely because I wanted to. I wanted to stay as busy as possible, stay in the best shape as possible to play year-round. So being in Florida, that gave me the opportunity to play year-round. And just from the age of like 4 or 5, I mean, I would go from basketball games to football games, leave early and all that stuff. So it was kind of embedded, and I just kind of kept going with it.
Just endless amounts of energy?
Exactly.
Do you still have those endless amounts of energy, right?
I mean, as I get older, you run into some tired spots where you need a nap or so, but I'm still going.
Wait till you get in your 40s, man. It's a whole different story.
So I've heard.
Yeah, so tell me, kind of one last thing. What happens when you're not at the ballpark, right? Obviously, you're working through some injuries, you're still trying to keep yourself in shape that way, but when you're not at the ballpark, you're trying to get away from sports. Like, what are you doing?
Just hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, doing as much as I possibly can to get away from the game. The game can be stressful at times, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad, just the momentum to keep it up and everything. So getting away from baseball kind of helps, and relaxing, taking your mind off of things. I'm a big video game guy, so yeah, I'm always on the game sticks with the friends. So
good way to keep in touch with people from back home too,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, hey, good luck with the rest of your season with the rehab. We'll hope to see you back in rock and roll next year too.
Yes, sir.